reminder, if you haven't done so already, to please turn off your devices, put them on mute, do not disturb, airplane mode, whatever it is that allows you to not be notified by them during our meditation time. Good morning and welcome everyone to the meditation portion of our time together today. We may have musicians come in and start creating a soundscape, or we may have silence today. But whatever it is that is ours to experience is what we're calling in right now. And so let us just take a few moments to arrive. Take a few moments to land. A few moments to shake off everything that has come before. Let go of any concerns for the future. And just allow ourselves the gift and blessing of becoming more and more fully present in each now moment. And if you haven't already, I invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze. Whatever it is that feels comfortable, whatever it is that feels supportive, whatever it is that feels easy in this moment, whatever it is that allows you to let go of visual distractions that might be vying for your attention. And so as we continue to arrive in each now moment, and as we continue letting go, I invite you to shift your attention to the breath, noticing how it moves in and out through your nostrils, in and out through your lungs, perhaps noticing the rise and fall of your belly or your chest. Simply allowing yourself to settle into this rhythm of in and out, in and out, in and out. Allowing yourself the opportunity to be held, to be nurtured, and to settle into this rhythm of life, this rhythm of breath, that is breathing and living and knowing you into being. And so as we continue arriving in each now moment, as we continue becoming more fully present again and again and again, I offer you this quote by Spanish poet Antonio Machado. "Traveler, there is no path. The path is made by walking." Once again, traveler, there is no path. The path is made by walking. So as we move into about 15 minutes of focused, uninterrupted meditation, I invite you to open up to whatever it is that is already being stirred within your soul, what is inspiring and enlivening even the interspaces of your being. As a beautiful, gentle soundscape provides even deeper opportunity for whatever experience is ours to have. So here we go, about 15 minutes of focused, uninterrupted meditation. So as the music slows down, as the music softens, I invite you to shift your attention back to your physical presence, becoming more aware of your body and the skin that you're in, becoming more aware of the clothes and the seat that you're in, becoming more aware of the environment around you and the space you're taking up. And as we continue becoming more physically aware, I offer you this quote from Antonio Machado once again. Traveler, there is no path. The path is made by walking. So as we move through the rest of our time together today, and then through the coming hours, days, and weeks ahead, in this month of commitment, I invite us all to become more intentional and purposeful about every step we take, knowing that as we do, we create and reveal the path before us. So now, if comfortable, I invite you to plant both feet firmly on the ground. I invite you to lengthen your spine. Extend your arms out by your sides with your palms facing upward. And just take a few moments to breathe, to notice, to be with all of this energy, enthusiasm, dynamism, and vitality whirling and swirling around. Knowing that that same power, that same creativity, that same aliveness is active and well within. And now I invite you to scoop it all up, 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 above your head, pressing your palms and fingertips together. And then gently bringing it all down, mindfully, purposefully, intentionally, lovingly, all down into your heart. Enjoying a moment of gratitude and appreciation, perhaps deepened connection or awareness, and maybe a little bit of grace. And so let us finish off our meditation with 3 nourishing, life-affirming breaths together. First breath in, and release. Returning back to your regular breath. Second deep, life-affirming breath in. Here we go. And release. Letting it all out. And returning back to your regular breath. And with this third breath, we're going to receive the biggest, most nourishing, life-affirming breath in yet. And at the top, we're going to hold. Breathing in. And hold, taking in an extra sip if you can. And just be. And release. returning back to your regular breath. I am so grateful for your time and presence and for everything that comes next. Namaste. So I invite you to just take a few more moments, a few more breaths to really come back into your body. Start to move around. Maybe take a sip of some water or tea if you have some to ground you. And then once you've opened your eyes, and if you wish, I invite you to find someone nearby and share one thing that came up for you during that meditation as we transition into the rest of our Celebrate time together, and the music livens up just a smidge. Thank you. Could we please give a hand to Mr. Attila Fiash on piano and Kelby MacNayr on drums, percussion, and warming up his vocal cords. Welcome, everyone, to Celebrate Sunday at the Victoria Truth Center. I'm going to invite folks to stand on up. Let's move our bodies and start to vocalize a bit. If you'd really like to sit, that's okay too. But standing, we get to really experience spirit in our bodies, right? So I'm going to hand it over to Kelby for the first tune because it is his tune and original, and he's going to lead us in Gotta Have Peace Way Down in My Soul.
Well, yes, indeed. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So nice to see you all. This is a tune that I didn't really write it. It just came from our time here. We hope you enjoy. Please sing along. It's there's not too much to it. Wonderful to get to play this for the first time with the fabulous Attila Fiash. Maybe I'd just ask you to take down the vocal level just a titch, please, and maybe roll back the highs just a little bit. Here we go. Yes, I gotta have peace down in my soul. Yes, I gotta have peace down in my soul. I gotta have peace down in my soul. Yes, I gotta have peace way down in my soul. Yes, I gotta have joy down in my soul. Yes, I gotta have joy down in my soul. I gotta have joy down in my soul. Yes, I gotta have joy way down in my soul. I have decided to follow peace. I have decided to follow joy. I have decided to follow love. I have decided with all my soul. Yes, I gotta have love down in my soul. Yes, I gotta have love down in my soul. I gotta have love down in my soul. Yes, I gotta have love way down in my soul.
All right, everyone, say hello to your neighbor.
I have decided to follow peace. I have decided to follow love. I have decided to follow love. I have decided with all my soul. Yes, I gotta have peace down in my soul. Yes, I gotta have peace down in my soul. I gotta have peace down in my soul. Here we go. Yes, I gotta have peace way down in my soul.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh my God, I'm getting caught in the plant over here. So amazing to have Attila back with us. Always such a pleasure when you're here, Attila. And of course, our VTC band leader, Kelby MacNayr. Can we give him another hand, please? Thank you. So you can go on ahead and sit down, take a load off. So here we are at another Celebrate Sunday at VTC, and thank you for being here, because I know that today the Pride Parade is on. There's also a cycling race that's going on. When we were driving down here from Brentwood, there were people standing on the road cheering everybody on. Kind of looked like they were cheering us on as we were driving, but it was for the cyclists. So thank you very much for being here in person, online, if you're tuning in. And before I go on anymore, I want to find out, is there anyone here for the first time on a Sunday? We have Candace over here in the front row, who for the very first time a few weeks ago came to one of our Friday night Spirit of Jazz and Soul events, and now she's here to check out a Celebrate. So can we please welcome Candace the VTC way? We love you, we appreciate you, and we're so glad you're here. All right, let's give her a hand. Thank you. So Candace, what did you walk into? So we are a spiritual community. Some might say we're a religious community. Some might say we're neither, or maybe both, or something in between. But basically what we do here is we explore the idea or the knowing that there's only one thing going on. And whether you call it spirit, source, creativity, God, the quantum field, or love, which is something that we talk about here a lot at VTC, the word itself or the label isn't nearly as important as showing up and embodying that creativity, that power, that essence that is the very foundation of everyone and everything. And the more we realize and recognize that that's really who and what we are, then the more we are at opportunity to show up as the love we are, as the creativity, as that infinite potentiality of the quantum field, and not just for ourselves, but for everyone in our lives and for the world. So how is that sounding to everyone on a Sunday here at Celebrate today? Pretty good? Sounds good. Sounds good. Jazz hands clapping, fantastic. So let us also remember where it is that we are celebrating the love we truly are, that we are on traditional Lekwungen territorial land, the land of the Songhees and Esquimalt nations. And what a privilege and honor and gift and blessing it is to be here right now, to live and breathe and work and play and co-create together in a myriad of ways on these lands that have been stewarded with such intention, with such reverence, with such commitment through the ages. Haichka. And so now I'm actually going to need to hand over this. Could I give this to you, please, Honey Bunch? Thank you. Now is an opportunity for us to tune into this thing, this energy, this power, this presence, knowing that not only is it within, but it is who and what we are. And so if you would like to sing along, do so. I'm just sort of looking at Danny too, getting the level right. If you would like to just close your eyes and receive a little bit more, so I don't have to kiss the mic, thanks. If you would like to just close your eyes and receive and just really tune in, then I invite you to do that. Whatever it is that allows you to just align as fully and as wholly as you can with the love you are, the spirit you are, the energy you are, the allness that you are. I live in the flow of joy. I live in the flow of peace. I live in the flow of love. I live as I release. I breathe in the flow of love. I breathe in the flow of peace. I breathe in the flow of love. I breathe as I release. I trust in the flow of joy. I trust in the flow of peace. I trust in the flow of love. I trust as I release. I live, I breathe, I trust. I know that there is only one thing going on. And so whether we call it love, joy, peace, whether we call it spirit, source, or God, whatever it is that works for us, I am knowing that there is only that. And so as I open up to this truth for myself, for everyone and everything, I am knowing that that enthusiasm for life and living, that dynamism, that creativity, that allness of being is alive and well and active within, is unleashing itself in, through, around, and as all. And so as we open ourselves up to experiencing more joy and peace and love, we open ourselves up to expressing as that same thing. And so right here, right now, I am knowing that as we sing, as we come together, as we dance, as we play, as we co-create in a myriad of ways, that joy and peace and love we are at our core continues to fulfill itself, continues to unleash itself, continues to be more fully embodied through every breath, thought, action, and choice. And so as we continue moving through our month of commitment, as we continue living our lives more intentionally and purposefully, I choose right here, right now, to live more fully as the joy and peace and love I know myself to be. And as I know this for myself, I know there is that in each and every individual present, whether in person or online, that is doing the same. So with such joy, with such celebration, with so much love in my heart, in every fiber of my being, I release my word as law, calling our Celebrate Sunday a most joyful, peaceful, and loving one yet. So I release, I let go, and I bask in this joyful, peaceful, and loving flow as together we affirm, and so it is. I sing in the flow of joy, I sing in the flow of peace, I sing in the flow of love, I sing as I release. I share in the flow of joy, I share in the flow of peace, I share in the flow of love, I share as I release. I am the flow of joy, I am the flow of peace, I am the flow of love, I thrive as I release. I am the flow of love, I thrive as I release. So just hanging out in this vibe and frequency of joy and peace and love, bringing into our mind's eye and into our hearts someone we know could use some of that joy and peace and love right now. And no matter what is going on for them, no matter what they are experiencing, let us know only the wholeness, allness, and wellness of their being. And as we focus on the wholeness, allness, and wellness of our individual beloveds, we do so for the entire community and collective. So let us just take a few moments, a few breaths, and hold everyone in our hearts. I invite everyone to receive a gentle, nourishing, cleansing breath in. And as you release, if you haven't already, I invite you to open your eyes. Thank you for your presence, for your consciousness, for the love that you are. All right. So here we are in our month of commitment. And to go with our theme, we have this affirmation, which is the next slide. Thank you. I commit to creating life intentionally and to living life purposefully every moment of every day. How does that sound to people? Awesome. Okay. Is this something that we're doing? Sometimes. Something we could be doing more of? I know I can, I try. There are times I forget, catch myself. And the whole point is to catch ourselves and then to continue doing this, right? So I'm going to invite us all to just tune into this affirmation right here. Feel into whatever it is that is being stirred within you, and we're going to declare it together. You can stay seated unless you really want to stand, but just tune into whatever it is that is speaking to you. And then let's just receive a breath and affirm. I commit to creating life intentionally and to living life purposefully every moment of every day. All right. So now is an opportunity if someone would like to share something about our theme of commitment or this affirmation and how it's informing your life in this moment, right here, right now. What's alive in this room for someone? Does anyone have something that they would like to share into community? Totally optional, but sometimes it's nice to hear what's going on for others, and sometimes it's nice to share what's going on with you. Welcome, Linda. Come on in. There's room at the front. All right. So holding on to whatever it is that is being stirred for you and just noticing. There's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong answer or response. But what I do invite us all into is to taking the opportunity every single moment of every single day, especially when we catch ourselves, to live more purposefully and create life more intentionally as often as we possibly can. Gentlemen, feel free to have a seat. There's no music for a while. Okay, so a few days ago, I was on Insight Timer, and this beautiful quote came up. Is there anyone here who uses Insight Timer? Yeah? Okay, some people. So it is this fantastic app with all sorts of meditations, some guided, some unguided. There are all kinds of sounds and frequencies and even little talks and videos now. But I've been using it for meditation for over a year. And I have my favorites that I go to. And every day there is a quote that comes up. And so this is the quote that came up a few days ago, and we used it in our meditation today. Traveler, there is no path. The path is made by walking. Once again, traveler, there is no path. The path is made by walking. And this is a quote, an excerpt from a poem by Antonio Machado, who was a Spanish poet who lived from 1875 to 1939. And the poem is Traveler, There Is No Path. There were a whole bunch of different translations, but I chose one that really resonated with me because it talked about the path versus the road. And in this translation by Asa Cusack, basically the poem is telling us that nothing is fated or destined, that we create our reality in each now moment according to the steps we take. So the thoughts we think, the beliefs we hold dear, the stories that we're telling, and especially the choices that we make, which are influenced by the others, right? And so this quote actually also reminded me by another pretty famous quote by Heraclitus, the Greek philosopher, "You can never step in the same river twice." Just saying that, even though I've heard it so many times, I think it is such a cool quote because it's not just talking about the river constantly rushing and moving and how the river isn't static, it's always, always changing, but it's us being in the river that are always, always changing. So even if the river itself was completely still, and then it'd probably be a pond, right? But even if it was completely still, because we're new, we can never have the same experience of stepping into that exact same river because we're different in every single moment, right? So this takes me to a few principles in quantum physics. And the first one is that there's no such thing as time. There's no such thing as a linear timeline. For us, we're so accustomed to we're born at 0, and then we live, and then we die at a certain age, right? And there's this linear thing that happens day after day, moment after moment, breath after breath. But according to quantum physics, that's not the way it works. everything is contained in this now moment, right here, right now. All the possibilities, all the potentiality that are infinite, so there's no beginning, no end, there's always, 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 always more. All of that is possible in the now moment. And the reason that we experience something is because we place our attention on one of those gazillions of possibilities, and bam, that becomes our life experience. Now, here's the thing. If everything is possible in this one now moment, we can choose to create something new every single moment of every single day. The universe itself is being rebooted anew every single moment, and we, as part and parcel of that universe, that's happening for us too. So even though we feel like we're trucking along on this linear timeline from zero to whatever, every moment we are new, 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 right? And so this is kind of what this poem and what this quote is telling us, that every single moment, not only are we choosing, but we are at choice to choose something new and as such create a brand spanking new life experience that we have never had before. Now that's happening anyway, whether we're aware of it or not, because if the universe is constantly rebooting itself, if we're constantly new, then we are new. We just happen to think that we are on this trajectory that is straight based on all of the memories and stories and experiences and everything that has gotten us to where we are right now. So the first stanza of this poem is, everything passes on and everything remains, but our lot is to pass on, to go on making paths, paths across the sea. So what it's telling us is that everything is temporary. Everything has come to pass. That is out of the Bible, a certain translation. And so what ours to do is to know that. You know, the good, the bad, the sweet, the sour, everything in between, all of it is temporary. All of it has come to pass. And this way, when we live our life without attachment to all of these moments, all of these experiences, all of these stories that we have, what happens? We free ourselves up to opening up to those gazillions of realities that we haven't yet experienced. We free ourselves up to something new, to something different, to something that we can't even imagine, because as we continue opening up our hearts, as we continue expanding our minds, we allow ourselves the beautiful gift and opportunity of being guided from within. That presence, that power, that knowing that is the very essence of our being, it is always, always available for us to tune into. And the more we let go of attachments to outcomes and experiences and things that we've experienced in the past, the more we open ourselves up to the infinite possibilities of being. Now, another quantum principle is that there is no objective reality. And so what that essentially means is we are at the center of whatever it is that we're experiencing. We experience our reality, we create our reality, and we perceive our reality according to our worldview, the thoughts we think, the beliefs we hold dear, the stories that we've been telling, stuff that we are aware of, stuff that we are not aware of. All of that creates this lens through which we experience our world. And that world isn't happening when we're not there. So even though it feels like, you know, if I walked out of this room, all of you would still be sitting here. Okay, in the physical world, maybe, but my experience of that wouldn't exist. And so in quantum physics, that's what it's trying to tell us, that every single moment, we are an opportunity to create something different because we are the ones who create our experience, not something external, not something outside of us. And so back to the poem, traveler, your footprints are the path and nothing more. Traveler, there is no path. The path is made by walking. By walking, the path is made, and when you look back, you'll see a road never to be trodden again. Traveler, there is no path, only trails across the sea. Now that's just a tiny chunk of this beautiful, beautiful poem, but again, it takes us back to that Heraclitus quote of, you can never step in the same river twice. And so if we allow ourselves to know that that's the case, if we allow ourselves to really embrace every single moment as an opportunity to grow, to explore, to lean into the wonder that is life, oh my gosh, what could we experience? What new stories could we tell? And as we tell those new stories, what could our life feel and look like? What could our relationships feel and look like? What could the world feel and look like? I just lost my page. So every step of our path reveals our commitment to what we're affirming along the way, which kind of takes us to the song we're going to be singing at the end of Celebrate today, which is Holy, Holy Way by Ricky Byers. And in there, one of the lines is, let my steps reveal the path of peace. Let my steps reveal the path of joy. Let my steps reveal the path of compassion. Let my steps reveal the path of success, of abundance, of connection, of belonging, of acceptance. Whatever it is that you want to experience in your life, let your steps, the choices you make, the thoughts you think, the beliefs you hold dear, and the stories you tell, let them be about that. So if you want to experience more joy in your life, think joy, believe in joy, experience joy, tell stories of joy. If you want to experience more love, compassion, if you want to experience more abundant success, thoughts, beliefs, stories, and experiences of all that. Because what we focus on expands, right? And so if we are worrying, if we are fearful, if we don't know how, and that's what we end up paying attention to, then what are we going to experience more of? More of that. Right? So our work is to be very intentional, very purposeful as we walk this path of life. And so the title of my talk today is Walking the Path of Life. And so even though this is a photo that someone took, the thing here is that there are no footprints before the person in the picture. The person is walking the path. The person is creating the path with every single step they take. The path is this person's life experience. But behind that person, what's happening? Any moment now, all the steps, everything that they have taken to get them to right where they are, all of that's going to get washed away by the tide, by the wave, by the ocean, right? And then it's as if it had never existed. And even if that person turned around to try and backstep, they could never have the same experience again. They could never backwalk on that path because it's already gone. So ours is to continue looking forward. We can be aware of what it has taken, to get to where we are right now, but let us continue looking forward as we walk rather than, doing this kind of thing and not paying attention to or having any direction in our life. That's what we want to do. And what we want to do is we want to walk with joy, with peace, with love, with possibility, knowing who and what we are and how incredibly creative, powerful, and resilient we are. So in the end, there is no path except for the one you create, and every step along the way is an affirmation. So my questions to you are, with your next step, what are you affirming? And as you walk your path, what kind of life are you committing to? In this month of commitment, where we are at opportunity to be more intentional and purposeful with our life, what kind of life are you committing to? Thank you, and so it is. Oh, you guys are going to have ample time to talk today. So now is time for some conscious connection. If you would like that, if you would prefer not to, that's okay. Please feel free to just hang out in your seat, go outside for some sunshine, make yourself some tea. But for those who would like to connect with others in the room, groups of 2 or 3 or 4, now's an opportunity to just talk about what it is that's coming up for you after this talk, after the music, after whatever it is that is happening for you during our Celebrate Sunday. And I will ding the meditation bowl when it's time to come back. Thank you. 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning. All right, everyone, come on back. Thank you for your engaging conversations, for connecting with each other. I'm going to hand out the You Are Beautiful blessing box, and I'm going to start with Jim because he's at his seat. There you go. So if you could just make sure to close the lid before you pass it on to the next person so they get the message of how beautiful they are too, and then just take a little affirmation for yourself and add it to your collection. Sorry, did I hear what? Yes, I did. Okay, so as everybody is coming back, just a few announcements. Today is the second Sunday, which means we have a healing circle at 12:15 downstairs in the counseling room. If you or someone you know is in need of some prayer, then I'm going to invite you to place a little prayer request in the butterfly box, which is on the Imagine table at the back of the room. Whatever is in that box is coming into our prayer, our healing circle today. All right, next please. Every Thursday, except for Fifth Thursdays, and this month there is a Fifth Thursday, so the Fifth Thursday there's no Elevate, but every other Thursday we have our Elevate Spiritual Salon, which is turning out to be such a lovely experience with these new elements that we've added into it. The Elevate Trio is there with Kelby and Peter and Pablo. We are moving through The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, and it's just such a lovely vibe where we get to hang out. This is why all of this zhuzhing up of the sanctuary happened too, to just create a more intimate, cozy vibe whenever we gather. So join us for Elevate Thursdays if you like. And now I'm going to hand it over to Kelby to talk about Friday nights and our Spirit of Jazz and Soul concert series, which is getting better and more amazing every Friday.
Yes, indeed. It's been a wonderful time so far at the Fridays. We've had a ton of different music and a really joyous atmosphere here, and I get to tell you about this coming Friday, which is going to be something super special. It features a pianist that if you come to Elevate, you'll be familiar with, the wonderful Pablo Cardenas. You might not know, though, that Pablo Cardenas, grew up in Cuba, in Matanzas, which was a cultural capital of Cuba. And he was trained in the Russian classical tradition, as is the music education system in Cuba. So Pablo grew up exclusively playing classical music right through college and university. And it was only through his learning on the streets that you would learn what we would think of as Cuban music, as salsa, as Afro-Cuban music, and Cuban jazz. And so this Friday, Pablo presents a very beautiful show that's called the Pablo Cardenas Classical Project. So he plays music of Debussy, Saint-Saëns, Bach, Beethoven, Mozart,
classical composers from Cuba like De Falla. And it's a really beautiful show where he reinterprets that music through the lens of Cuban perspective. And the way we think of as Cuban popular music actually came from some forms of what you might think of as like a hybrid of Cuban-influenced Iberian classical music, so music from Spain and Italy. So there's actually a long tradition of giving classical melodies this kind of rhythmic interpretation that Pablo does, and it's exquisite. So that will feature Pablo Cardenas with guest bassist John Mossy and myself on drums. So please come back this Friday at 7 p.m.
Kelby, just a trio, not a quartet. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Really looking forward to that. I know my mom is really looking forward to it. She's been coming to the Friday nights. And a few days ago, she said to me, after listening to CBC, where someone was talking about how J.S. Bach used to hold musical salons in a coffee house in Leipzig on Friday nights. And she goes, "Isn't that neat? I thought of your Friday night jazz series. I know I'll never hear Bach on a Friday night at VTC, but," and I'm like, "Mom, I have an in." And so I texted Calvin, he's like, "Oh my God, we have this entire repertoire with Bach." Anyway, so super excited for this Friday. And then there's still 3 or 4 more shows left after that going into mid-August. 90 transformational breath work every 3rd Saturday of the month, and so there are still spots available. I'm really looking forward to this journey. It is called the Emergence. So whatever it is that is ready in you to be unleashed, that is what you're going to coax out through your intentional, conscious, connected breath work. Still spots. If you want to come, please let me know. Next. All right. Next Sunday is the 3rd Sunday of the month, and that means that it is Friendship Sunday. It is also National Ice Cream Day, which is why it's Friendship Sunday, okay? So please join us for our potluck lunch next week, right after Celebrate. Bring something light if you would like to. We are also going to have some food available. There's always enough to go around, but this time we're also going to have an ice cream station so that you can make your own sundaes in honor of National Ice Cream Day. All right, so that's happening next week. Also happening next week, it is a jam-packed Sunday, is the VTC orientation class from 1 to 2:15. So your soul will have been nourished, your bellies will have been nourished, and then you're going to have an opportunity to sit in for a very short, very engaging, I'm going to make it as fun as possible, workshop on what is New Thought, who and what is VTC, and most importantly, how do these New Thought principles factor into my life? How can they help me? And is VTC a place where I can grow and belong? Okay, so it is free for everyone. I really encourage members especially to attend, even if you have a lot of background in New Thought. Come for this refresher, because this is how we build community. This is how we get to know each other, and this is how we all stay on the same page together as we move forward, right? Spirit of Giving Challenge. So for those of you who aren't aware, there is this Spirit of Giving Challenge that we have going now. Another way to build community. I am offering my tithe for today because I'm always inspired by the music, by the community, and what goes on here. And I invite you to do the same. If you are offering something in terms of a financial contribution, then every time you donate to VTC, your name goes into a draw. And then once a month, on the first Celebrate and the first Elevate, we draw a name for each one, and those 2 people get to decide where VTC makes its monthly donation the following month. All right, so this month, Denise Boudreau, who is one of our board members, she got chosen for Elevate. Glenn Sheridan got chosen for Celebrate. They have both made their decisions. And then at Friendship Sunday, we're hoping that one person from at least one organization is going to come and tell us about the work that they do in the world. And this is how we build community together. So you give because you're inspired. You give because you are expressing the love that you are and sharing the love that you are. VTC then matches the amount that is being donated. We're investing in our community. We're nurturing connection, and we're all growing together. So I'm passing the abundance bowl around right now. If you're not putting something physical in there, I invite you to place an intention. Just spend a moment, spend a few breaths, and place an intention for more joy, more peace, more love, in our community and the world. Okay? Next, because we can, let's declare this generosity affirmation together as we get into the spirit of giving. In gratitude I give, in gratitude I receive. By embracing generosity with enthusiasm and delight, I celebrate the infinite possibilities of living life lovingly, and so it is. And so now, as that abundance bowl goes around, as we share the love we're going to hear some more music from Attila and Kelby. Thank you.
There is a power that is greater than we are, and we are using that power right now, this moment. This moment, we close our eyes and move gently into that place within, that sacred place where all things just are, where peace abounds, where the treasure of who we are is in creation, with our thoughts, with our beliefs. And so now, in this creative field, I select thoughts of the greatness, the beauty, the light, the power, the love of who I truly am. And I allow these thoughts to circulate through my physical body, bringing health and happiness and light to every cell, into the world into which I live every moment of my life. The path I go down with beauty, walk it with love, and radiate it out to guide my way, to guide my footsteps, every footstep new, and filled with the light and love and joy of who I am. Thank you. I thank the laws of the universe that are invisible and yet support who and what I am and my path as I walk it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In gratitude and joy, I live and walk and breathe in a world filled with peace and love. And so it is, and it is so. And we give special thanks to Rev.Lesia and to our center, and so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Glenda. Rev.Lesia on piano and Kelby MacNayr on drums and other percussive instruments. And thank you, Reverend Glenda, for that closing spiritual mind treatment. All right, I want to say a few more thank yous again to Attila for being with us again here, to Kelby, to Danny in the back on tech, to Kathy, there she is, who is our greeter today, filling in for Winnie, who's out at the Pride Parade, and along with tons of other people. And thank you to everyone who is here, everyone who is present, whether it is in person or online. We so appreciate you being here, and there would be no community without you. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being with us. And now I'm going to invite everyone to stand on up, and we're going to sing Holy, Holy Way as our closing song. Talk about a declaration and intention and an affirmative prayer that is a song. This is an amazing, amazing one by Ricky Byers. Call and response. You guys are singing with Kelby. Here we go. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let to celebrate Sunday here at VTC. Thank you so much for being with us in person, online. We love you. We appreciate you. We are so glad you're here. And we'll see you either for the Healing Circle or next week for Friendship Sunday. Gentlemen.